Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, here's Bishop Sankey. Fights loose. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the forward down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
Play action. It's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now Kaiser. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Off the play fake, Kaiser. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Kaiser now on second down. And this one's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Third and long for Kaiser. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray is a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him. Upright with some power.
They run it with McKinnon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
Second down, Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. On third down, Bridgewater going with a screen for Murray. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
It dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eric Kendricks coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down. Now a handoff to Crowell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll be third down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Kaiser now from the 50. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he goes out right around the 39. So that one will be accepted. From the gun, Bridgewater. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. The gun, Bridgewater. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down throw for Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On first down, Murray. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Now Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Horvath out to kick this one away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. The slot man in motion right. On second down, here's Crowell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. To throw, Kaiser throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Britt goes in motion right. Kaiser on first down. Going deep for Kenny Britt. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He finds Coleman. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Kaiser now. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Halfback sent in motion. On third down, Kaiser. He'll rifle this one deep right side and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Flushed out right. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go. Black round.
Kaiser from the gun on third. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. They give him a gain of 38. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Let's go.
Again, it's Kaiser. Flush to his right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. DeShone Kaiser, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, try to give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. Finding room inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Dancing to his... And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Bridgewater. This is caught. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. in the red zone this time. Play action now. Bridgewater. And the Vikings are in for the touchdown.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Forbath out to kick this one away. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Kaiser now on second down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the gun, Kaiser. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there on third down for the Browns. And even 50 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly at the 4-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And here we go on first and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Let's go!
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Josh Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that score and the point after will knock this ball game up.
And when you're playing from behind, all you want to do is get back to even and, in a sense, start over again. That's exactly what they were able to accomplish.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
First down, Bridgewater. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Toss play to McKinnon. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Handoff. It's Murray. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. McKinnon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, Bridgewater. Going with a screen for Murray. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down. And the kick is good. He
from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the bar.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jamie Meter able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Let's go. Way 90.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Buying time to his... And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now Kaiser. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Set to Valve. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead. Welcome back now here in London, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Let's go. 4, 2 down. 2 down. 4. Let's go.
Here's McKinnon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They run once more with McKinnon. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Forbath out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go.
Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
Coleman, the man in motion right. Here's a give to Crowell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
After the penalty, it's Crowell. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here we go.
Second down, Kaiser. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down, Kaiser. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. A second down throw now for Kaiser. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. A little dump off for Crowell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Let's go.
Kaiser now. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90. Tiger.
Second down, Bridgewater. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And the back goes into motion. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got some space here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He's back to throw. Being chased out left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Forbath will put this one through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So now then, it's a big kick there to get this game back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal could still do you in.
Brandon, we're going to see right here. I would expect that after the kickoff, this offense is going to come out throwing. So those first few plays are going to be the key.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Kaiser. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
That's Njoku over the middle. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And out now come the Vikings. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now the first throw in overtime for Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
goes in motion here in the backfield. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
To throw, Kaiser. Now he's forced out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They go play action. Kaiser. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say cheerio from London.